everyone, what is good? Welcome back to the channel. Now then, this is part 2 of my Carandache colored pencil review, the Carandache Luminance. This is what happens when I record videos way too early in the morning. Luminance. There we go. The Carandache Luminance colored pencils. Now then, in my first video, I did this little sketch of a snow leopard. I wasn't really entirely thrilled with it. However, as you can see in the somewhere else in this video, I am currently working on redoing the sketch, and here is the final version. I do think I improved somewhat. I'm still not 100% satisfied, but it'll probably look more like a snow leopard once I actually add all the spots and everything. I haven't done that part yet. But here's the picture I'm using on Pixabay. Okay, hopefully the ring light isn't getting in the way there, but yeah, I mean, you can see how his shoulder's kind of hunched up like that, and it is a little bit odd, and I'm not sure it translated very well here, but yeah, you know, I'll try to work with it. I've gone this far, so that's what I did originally in the last video, and you could probably tell that I wasn't entirely happy with it. I do think that this guy turned out a bit better. And for those of you curious, these are the swatches I did in the last video if you didn't want to bother with that one and just want to get straight on into the drawing. So yeah, there we go. So time to pick up where we left off. Now then, Pixabay, I really like that website. They've got all sorts of free reference photos that you can use. It's a wonderful tool for artists. So if you're not quite sure what to draw, kind of like how I was when I started filming these videos, consider checking them out. Might get some ideas, inspiration. Wow, these colored pencils, as I stated before, they are so wonderful, buttery, smooth. So what I'm trying to do right now is just kind of block in where I'm gonna have some really, really dark darks. Yeah, colored pencil is a very time-consuming and patient medium, which is probably why I need to do it more, because I'll admit I am not the most patient person in the world. In fact, I'm fairly impatient, which impatience and art is not always a good combination. So using colored pencils can kind of train you to sit your butt down and have some patience for sake. Yes, very clever self-censoring right there. Yeah, I know that people in certain age demographics watch my videos, so I try to keep things level-headed and behaved. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the rocks. I think I'll wait on those. While I do love just how buttery smooth and wonderful these colored pencils are to use, right now what I am struggling with personally is that to get these really dark darks down, it's like I'm tempted to just press hard and just pile drive that pencil into the paper. This is a big no-no in working with colored pencils and something I'm very guilty of, so I'm trying so hard not to do that, and it's a struggle. However, since these colored pencils are just so lovely to use, it's not quite as bad. Getting those spots. And of course, with something like a snow leopard or regular leopard or a tiger or anything with some sort of spots, stripes, pattern, etc., it doesn't have to be exactly like it is in your reference photo. Unless, of course, you want it to be exact, which that would be even more tricky, but hey, if you want to do that, more power to you. Anyways, I am going to speed things up because this is gonna take a hot while, so stick around and I'll give you my opinions on these pencils. I'm honestly not sure how much more I can say about these colored pencils that I haven't said already. These Carandache colored pencils are absolutely amazing and a total dream to work with. Now, would I say that they're worth $52 or $80 plus for that matter? Well, I think that's a matter of personal opinion. If you're just into casual coloring, this might be a little bit rich. However, if you're looking for an investment, much like with Copic markers, then yeah, I'd say that they're worth it alright. Heck, I'd have been thrilled if I'd have spent the $80+ on the set. If I had to pick at something with this particular Carandache set, it's that I had to keep sharpening the pencils a lot. I mean, more than usual. But luckily no broken leads, so there's a plus. However, I found that the Faber-Castell Polychromos kept their points sharper for longer, so something to keep in mind. Post below if you've used these colored pencils before. Did you find that the Carandache Luminance, whatever, did you find that they tend to wear down a little fast? I'm curious if this was just a me thing. On a side note, I'd have also liked a darker purple in this set, but that's nitpicking territory. So, putting the need for excessive sharpening aside, why would you pay such a high price for these colored pencils? Well, as stated in my previous video, there's the whole 100% light fastness rating. These colors won't be fading on you anytime soon, and that little gem may be enough to get some artists to part with their cold hard cash. If 100% light fastness isn't good enough, then perhaps the lovely pigmentation, buttery smoothness, and ease of layering and mixing. Okay, I know I kind of ran on and on and on, but hear me out. These colored pencils have fantastic, rich colors. And on top of that, these pencils are just a joy to use. The leads just glide on the paper so easily. Yet, while I loved these colored pencils, I'm just not sure I'm entirely happy with the drawing itself. This is a me thing, not a I can't figure out how to use the art supplies thing. Looking back, I should have worked more on the line art instead of just rolling out with what I had. Hindsight, you know. But oh well. On a serious note, I really want to do another art piece with these colored pencils, just because looking back at this during editing, something about my furry friend here just doesn't look or sit right with me, but I can't exactly place it. Still, despite my personal issues with myself, not with the pencils, I really enjoyed using the Carandache Luminance, and one of these days I'd love to get my paws on a larger set. If you've ever had the pleasure of using Carandache colored pencils before, post what you think about them in the comments below. As always, you know I love hearing what you guys have to say. Alrighty, so my overall conclusion with these pencils... Okay, first I'm going to turn off my light by accident, again, but pretty sure you guys are all used to that by now. Unless of course you're new to the channel, in which case, I know it's a little late to say this, but welcome. Okay, train of thought derailed. Where was I? Anyways, these colored pencils were a joy to use. Now then, how, I've used some other very, very nice fancy colored pencils too, like my friends, the Faber-Castell Polychromos. Now then, would I say that these are better than Polychromos? I would say that they're a bit different. I'm not necessarily sure if they're better. I mean, I would rate these easy 10 out of 10. I would rate the Polychromos easy 10 out of 10. I mean, no broken leads. They went down great. They just feel nice and luxurious in your hand. I would think that the only thing is that maybe I think I was starting to trim these down a bit more than I did on my Polychromos, but I'm not sure if that's my imagination or not. I might need to do a side-by-side comparison because these, the Carandache Luminance, I cannot say this word, I apologize, and the Polychromos, I might need to just do a side-by-side comparison just to see, but they are both fantastic colored pencils. However, the one major thing, the price point. The Polychromos are, on average, a lot less than the Carandache. At the time of recording this video, bear that in mind, I saw a set of 24 Polychromos going for about, I want to say $37-ish. And that was on Amazon, mind you. It can be more elsewhere, it could possibly be less elsewhere. But I figure that Amazon is a pretty good point of reference, as it were. These, I bought my set for 50 bucks, approximately, on Amazon. And now on Amazon, they're running about $80. So kind of like how a lot of people have said, look at, say, Copic markers. Don't just look at those as art supplies, look at those as an investment. I would say that the Carandache Luminance, look at them as an investment. So there's my very, very long 2 cents about these delightful but expensive colored pencils. Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have for today's video. I certainly hope that you have enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, while we're at it, why not check out my Instagram at SilverHyenaArt. There, I'll post sneak peeks of videos that I'm working on and just other things that I do when I remember to post. However, if you guys start following me and badgering me to post more often, it might just happen. Anyways, with that being said, this is Silver Hyena signing off, and I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay creative, everybody. Bye!